yet, but I think watch this space, and over the next 12 months we'll be rolling out products which will benefit the small business customer. I mean, Virgin invented the One Account, which enabled a lot of people to start their businesses against the value of their house, for instance. And I think within a very few months, the Virgin One Account will be back on the market again. And I think we will be getting into this lending on small businesses in the future.
Next question. Back. Ian Wallace, startups.co.uk. Is there a responsibility for successful entrepreneurs to invest back into the entrepreneurial ecosystem as this happens in the US?
I think there's a great responsibility for anyone who's lucky enough to be successful to give back. I mean, I do talks like today where I raise money for charity and hopefully share ideas with you up and coming budding entrepreneurs. So it's important for entrepreneurs to find the time to get out and about and encourage the next generation of entrepreneurs. On occasions, it'll backfire on you. I was in Greece about 10 years ago doing a speech, and there was one young entrepreneur who was asking me lots of questions. He ended up being a formidable competitor of mine later on. So you never know how it's going to come back and bite you. But fortunately, we're in quite a lot of different businesses, so we can deal with it.
3 more questions.
Tina Nielsen from smarter.com. I wondered if you could say one major lesson that you've learned throughout your career, one thing that you wish you'd known before you started, that you've had to learn along the way.
I think, I think it just people. I mean, just make sure you look after your people, you motivate your people, you inspire your people, you look for the best in your people, as I said earlier, never lose your temper, and just make sure you have the happiest company possible, and everything is possible.
Mark Leach, Fresh Business Thinking. How important for us everything you've done is goal setting and having sort of continued goals to work towards things?
I'm not. I admire people who sort of set goals, and some years, January the 1st, I'll sit down and I'll write out the goals for the year, and I think that's most likely a very good thing to do. But a lot of my businesses come about from just bad experiences with other companies. So as I mentioned earlier, the airline came about from a bad experience on American Airlines where I got bumped and ended up having to charter a plane and filling up the plane with all the other people who got bumped on Blackboard Virgin Airlines, $29 one way to Puerto Rico so the Virgin Islands from Puerto Rico, and so I think a lot of great ideas come about from bad experiences with other people, and thinking you can do it better. Okay, last question.
Dan Martin from The Pitch. What are your tips for entrepreneurs to effectively pitch to investors?
I think you just got to have an idea that knocks people through between the eyes. If you've got something which knocks people between the eyes, and you'll know within a minute of listening to somebody whether I think I will, just based on the experience of 45 years in business, whether or not it's something which really excites you. There are so many people with ideas. I mean, it's like when I was in the music business. I had tapes piling up on my desk of new bands. The same is with new ideas. But out of every 100 ideas, there will be one that will most likely hit you between the eyes. So, and that's only the first stage. They then obviously, you've got to impress the investors as to, you might have a great idea, but why you are going to be able to actually make that idea fly.
We'll do the last question, and then we're going.
Rebecca Van Canada, Management Stake. What are your views on the 50p tax rate?
On the
50p tax rate?
Well, look, all of us would love to see lower tax rates. I think the governments just need to work out, is there a tax rate that is counterproductive, or not? I mean, and my guess is that 50p, there's a danger that it's costing the country more money than it's making, and therefore most likely it's counterproductive, and it may only be there for political reasons, which isn't really a good reason to have a tax. I mean, as much as possible, I think governments need to get as many taxes down as possible, because that will stimulate the economy. So we'll see what happens in the budget.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.